February 1st. I don't know what Flip got me doing, but I guess we in the room. We in the room. Let me open this up real quick. Only for you, Flip. Oh, this is nice. Okay. This look like somebody got a pay raise. Okay, let's welcome Chosen One. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm committed though. I'm locked in. Oh, we got shirts. All right. Okay. Okay. I see it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Scan that. February 1st. I'm in the room.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. I'm not going to hold you. I actually like this concept. I actually like this concept so much, I'm going to subscribe to the Patreon and follow on YouTube to see how he does this, because I'm going to be paying attention to this and Joe's going to be paying attention to this. When Flip announced that he was no longer participating on Improper Improv, the first thing that came in my head was him signing a 10-episode deal under the contract. There's no end date. The first correlation that I brought up was Master P and 50 Cent. I still think that's in play. Joe is ecstatic. He is hoping this takes off. Here, use Imani. If Ice is willing to be a participant, use Ice. If Ish is willing to be a participant, use Ish. Build your brand. Get back to that peak that we saw you at the first Improper Improv. And then come back and finish those 6 shows. It's no big deal. Go do your thing. But I'm kind of confused. When Flip made that announcement, he said he wanted to concentrate more on the pod and on Flip the Network. It's clear as day that he's concentrating on Flip the Network. But which one is it? Are you going to be on JBN and JBP full-time like you have been? Or are we going to see less of you in 2025? I'm very confused by those statements, sir. But I am going to be paying attention to this because I'm excited. I'm happy Imani was the first contestant mentioned. I'm happy Imani gets a chance to showcase himself outside of the JBP. Hopefully Imani's receiving the bag from this. Hopefully Imani gets the confidence to push his music on other platforms outside of the JBP. Hopefully Imani can realize he doesn't have to have that tether to Joe to be quote-unquote successful. Flip, I see the vision, sir. I've seen all your content you've been posting on your page for like the past 2 or 3 months. Of course, I've expressed on your page that I appreciate the family content, but I see the other lane you're going in. Flip, I listened to your speech, sir. When he said that he's not afraid to try new things, it got me motivated to start expanding my channel. So salute to you for that. But he's actually showing that on his channel. He has a gangland type vibe going when he's interviewing and finding out about all the gang members from the past and all the OGs and what sets or what areas. He got the gangland vibe going with that. He got the family ABC vibes going on with the family-oriented content. Of course, he has everything else that he's already been doing. He's genuinely building a network. Let me find out Flip's been paying attention to what I've been saying to Joe and is about to apply it to himself. Let me find out. But speaking of plays being made, here's one of my JBN 2025 predictions. I anticipate Melissa wanting a re-up on her contract in the middle of the contract. I need a higher payment. And the only reason I anticipate this is because I see her standalone podcast continuing to ascend. So she'll have the confidence to stand alone on her own, to actually ask what it is that she needs and wants. Joe was paying her for the past 2 or 3 years. She was able to get on her feet again. Let's not get it twisted. She needed Joe to get on her feet again. Now that she's on her feet and she's seeing her podcast take off a little bit, I anticipate her coming at Joe and honestly hitting him over the head. Whatever Ish gets, I want double that. Whatever Flip gets, I want triple that. Whatever Ice gets, I want quintuple that. She gonna hit him over the head. And if he's not willing to relent, she's out of there. That's one of my predictions. Another 2025 prediction I have for the JBA, considering the rocky ties that Rory and Mal are on, and considering the viewership and the decline in the JBP over the past 3 years, don't be surprised if we see a Rory and a Joe reunion. I'm not saying Rory's going to come on the show like permanently and fill a seat. I'm just saying don't be surprised if we see that happen. We never would have anticipated a Joe and a Vlad reunion or them being cool and making amends. And they said way more salacious shit than Rory and Joe, even though Rory and Joe were closer. Things happen, but we're all humans at the end of the day. And I know I said this a year and 2 years ago. Feelings don't just go away over time. Resentment, time heals all wounds. Short story, let's just keep it simple. Time heals all wounds. I don't think either one of them would have antipathy if they put their business mindsets together and realized what they could do financially together again. So that's another bold prediction. Anyway, the energy for tomorrow's pod is going to be very pivotal to how we as the audience view the JBP for at least the rest of winter. I would say the year, but for at least the rest of winter. Because if you're going to continue giving us lackadaisical effort, especially the people that are paying to watch the Patreon, we are going to show you with our pocketbooks. We're going to show you with our viewership. We're going to show you with our statements and our comments. So this next episode that drops tomorrow, the energy on it is going to be very pivotal for how we, and of course myself included, view the JBP. So hopefully they come energetic. Hopefully they come with that energy that they were potting in Park's basement. I don't get it. How is it that you're in a smaller space, at least visually more uncomfortable space, but y'all gave a better effort? If those couches are genuinely uncomfortable, give me a chair. Move this couch out the way. We're still in a beautiful condo. We still got the beautiful view in the back, but we need to step it up. The energy needs to be there. And I don't want to say y'all are potting bad because the energy was up when y'all was at Park's crib. So we got to figure this shit out with Joe. And I'm going to keep saying it till I'm purple in the face. Joe, your energy is the reason why the energy of the room is down. And until you get that through your thick ass head, we are going to continue to be frustrated. On a side note, I, of course, watched the Stops video that he had posted of Jaywan announcing that he only had a 3-month contract with JBP. But the one thing that I heard in that was that he was going to start his own podcast. I wonder if that's still going to happen. Because whether we want to give him credit or not, when Jaywan was on, he was getting engagement. It just may not have been for us. We all know Joe's still trying to run this network as a network. Would Jaywan be a good investment having his own podcast and just reaching to a demographic entirely different than us? We don't have to watch the podcast for it to be a good business move. So I will be paying attention to that. And the line that he said that kind of, I'm not encouraged because he said this, but he did say, Joe knew I had other things going on in my life. I don't like that line, but I'm going to hold him to having his own podcast on the JBN. And I'm curious to see what demographic that reaches, because Joe's the only one that knows how fruitful that is going to be or how much of a waste of time and a liability is going to be. So I'm going to be paying attention to that. I don't think Jaywan is just fully gone. He was adamant. We already discussed this. I was leaving by January. So I'm going to be paying attention to at least May. I'm not going to just get Jaywan up out of there. As always, though, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the page. Hey, I finally got a Twitter up. I finally put the X.com moniker on there. Y'all go follow me, JBP Elevated. Anyway, I will have a Discord up. I will have a Facebook up. I will get an Instagram up. I will get all the social media feeds that I need. I would have set up a TikTok, but shit, I don't know what's going on with ByteDance, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But I appreciate y'all and all the support y'all been giving your boy. Make sure y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Until tomorrow, y'all be safe out here. Peace.